Welcome to another episode of You Know
Ball, baby.
brought to you by PLAYBOOK Sports. I'm Anthony. To my right, I got the big dog himself.
Woo!
Philly Phil in the building. Phil, what's good?
What's good, y'all? Just being here with the homeboy Ant, about to talk about our power forwards list, and we about to get to yapping.
Get to yapping simple, but before we get to yapping, you guys need to get in to that subscribe button, to that bell, to our Twitter at PLAYBOOK Sports HQ. We also got an Instagram and TikTok for you guys to check out. So make sure you do all that. And yeah, we're gonna do our top
Please.
30 starting power forwards only, exclusively off of ESPN's depth chart. So if you got a problem with our positions, blame ESPN. We're going 30 through 21 today. Next one, we're gonna go 20 to 11. The final one, we're gonna go 10 through 1. So giving you guys 3 episodes of this. If you're looking forward to that, stick around because we got a banger.
Yes, sir.
Let's start off with 30. I think we have the same 30. Should be. I think he was like 10 tiers off of everyone else. Taylor Hendricks.
Oh, I don't have him at 30.
Who do you have at 30?
I have Caleb Martin at 30.
Really?
I had to put Caleb Martin there.
Okay. I'm not gonna debate you too much because I think both are trash, and I don't gotta go through all my notes on this. I just think out of all the players, Caleb Martin is least like. I mean, Taylor Hendricks is least likely to start next season, like end the season as a starter because there's too much competition there.
Yeah, the whole thing with Taylor Hendricks. I mean, I feel like he could still do a pretty good job at the 4 for him because he had some pretty good stats, like
7 and 4.
45, 40, and 7 shooting splits. I just like that 40% from
Are
3.
you sure 45-40?
Yeah, 45, 40.
I got 45.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
28
I was
right
looking
now.
at the wrong player.
45,
38, 79.
I put 28.
You said 28?
Let's make sure.
It looked like it was 38.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Could have sworn that was 38.
38, I might put him a little higher, but I still don't know if I would put him
He's
over.
a pretty good shooter. And, I mean, even those last 20 games he was
38's
playing.
right. 38's
Yeah,
right.
the last games he was playing, I think the last 20, he was scoring actually really well, and he was rebounding pretty well too. So
Okay.
I'm going to just say if he's starting and getting those minutes, I'm going to put him a little higher. But Caleb Martin, on the other hand, I don't like him at the 4.
Yeah, I guess that's true. As a 4, he's pretty mid. My 29, I have DFS.
Oh, okay. Same here.
Okay, because honestly, Caleb Martin and DFS I had a lot higher, and then I looked at their stats and they weren't as good as I thought. Like they were both pretty disappointing last year as role players. You expect like DFS and Caleb Martin, because Caleb Martin's my 28.
Yeah.
But you expect them to be like 3-and-D guys, and both of them shot like around 35% from 3. Like didn't put up amazing points. They're both good defenders, but I wouldn't call them like all defensive defenders. So it's not really like there's just dudes I project to be a little bit better next year.
Also, Caleb Martin has never played the power forward. Like last year, he only played 1% of the time at the power forward position.
I was looking at those stats for this.
That's ridiculous, bro.
I mean, like, the good thing about Caleb Martin being the power forward next year, if that's what they end up going with, is Jimmy at the 4 is just as ugly. Like, I really don't want to see Jimmy at the 4 ever.
I don't want to see Jimmy at the 4, but he does do a better job at the 4 than Caleb Martin.
Definitely.
I just think it doesn't make sense to me.
He gets misutilized at the 4.
Yeah. Who was your 28?
Caleb Martin.
Okay. At number 28, I had Nikola Jovic. I almost say Jokic.
Really?
I had him at low only because I don't believe he's going to be starting for a while. I think Kelly Ware's going to take that position and going to move Bam to the 4. That's the only reason why. I think that Keller is going to do that good of a job.
I have Jovic higher because I think Jovic is going to be a starter there.
I think he'll be good, but like I feel like a lineup of Jimmy Butler at the 3, Bam at the 4, Keller Ware at the 5 is going to help them win more games and like just play better than Nikola Jovic at the 4 and Bam at the 5.
I think Jovic is so talented as a power forward. So I do think Kelly Ware is also talented. I just think maybe you give a little bit more to your, like, he's not a veteran, but more veteran player over the rookie.
Yeah.
Like you want to. I think you give Jovic a full season to run at the 4, and I project Jovic to be a little bit better than what he was last year. Actually, a lot better than what he was last year.
Maybe it's just that I really love Superman over there, bro. Kal-El.
Superman.
Kal-El.
My 27, I got a little bit interesting.
Okay,
I don't know if you're gonna. I think either you're gonna agree with this or heavily disagree with this. But I have Jerami Sohan here.
Okay. Honestly, it's not bad because I still got him in the same range.
Okay.
So that's not bad.
Not bad. I just, like, he's another dude where I don't think they're going to find a suitor for Keldon Johnson. So I think Keldon Johnson's going to end up being the starter there at the 4. Like,
Okay.
I don't really believe in Sohan the way a lot of other people do. I think he's a good defender. Do I think he's an elite defender? No. I don't think he was shaped out to be what he is. And I think he's had enough opportunity to kind of like, okay, like, we've played you as like a point guard or a primary ball handler. We've seen what you could do on defense, and you're not really what you were marked out to be, kind of. So
Okay.
I put him at 27.
Honestly, I got a little bit more faith in him because I was looking at his stats overall, like through the whole season, even his rookie season. And honestly, start of the season, terrible when he was playing the point guard or whatever. But when he got switched back to the power forward, man was rebounding and scoring crazy.
Yeah,
like if you look at his stats, like when he was switched back to the power forward position, there were some games he actually dropped 30 with like 16 rebounds or something.
He has a lot of like spark games like that, but then he'll go have a game where he has 4 and 3, and it's like he's just out there not doing nothing.
I don't know, man. I have him a little higher because I got a little hopes. I got a lot of hope in him playing the 4, especially with Chris Paul being there.
Yeah, I mean it's projecting. I just don't think he's gonna start. Mainly, that's the main reason. I think Keldon Johnson's gonna end up being the starter there.
No, I feel you.
I don't want to put him too high. Who is your 27?
At 27, this is gonna surprise people. I actually have Alexander Sarr here.
What?
And the only reason why I have Alexander Sarr here is because, well, one, his shooting in the summer league didn't look too well, and 2, I don't know if him playing next to Valanciunas is gonna be that good. Defensively, yes, it's gonna be good, but offensively, I don't know if he's gonna do anything really. Rebounding, think it'll improve, but I don't see him scoring that crazy.
I think they need to
really
move
don't.
Valanciunas. I think you got to trade him and get some, like, just something. Honestly, even like a second round pick at this point, I think helps your team out a lot more because I think you give more opportunities to like Patrick Baldwin Jr., who I think should be a center there, or Marvin Bagley, who could maybe reignite a little something. Because Marvin Bagley has streaks where he looks so good.
Yeah.
And then streaks where he looks like a bum, like he shouldn't have an NBA contract. So that, I mean, I could see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have him a little higher, but I think when it comes to like rookies like that, at the end of the day, we're guessing.
Yeah.
You know, we're guessing where we would put them. I do have him a little higher though.
Yeah, I don't blame you for having him high. I just really don't like him being at the 4 with Valanciunas on the floor at the 5. If he was at the 5, I have him a little bit, a little better, but I just don't like him in this situation at the 4. That's why I have him low right here. But he is a rookie, so, a little different.
Valid. My 26, I don't know if you're going to hate me for this or agree with me, but I have Rui here.
Okay.
Valid?
You know what? He deserves a little hate right now.
Bro,
just for the encouragement, motivation.
Rui's a dude that kind of won me over last season.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of good points that I didn't really like. I kind of counted him out at a certain point last year. And to me, and this isn't a diss on the Lakers.
That's cool.
But I think he's a starter on a bad team, but on a good team, he is way better as like your 6th man.
Yeah.
And I liked him coming off the bench for you guys a lot. I didn't really like him in the starting role next to LeBron. I just don't think he's like the type of dude you could just like have sit in the corner or play a role. Like I like him with the ball. Mm-hmm. And also he's like these lower guys. This is another dude that I could see not starting next year by the end of the year, because I think maybe Cam Reddish or Max Christie finally have like the year where we're like, okay, like let's go, and then they slide Bron to the 4. I wouldn't be surprised if Vando takes his job. Mm-hmm. And then also, like, the Lakers, the last 3 seasons, it's been we need to trade for a center, and they haven't done that. So if they get a real center, then AD's the 4, bro. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I think Rui is there. I want Rui to start. I think it makes sense. I honestly disagree with the take with LeBron and him, like what you said about LeBron and him. I think that they actually look better when both of them are out there, even with him and AD on the floor together. I just don't like that his role was inconsistent last year, and that messed with him, because when you don't know if you're going to start, if you're going to play, if you're going to get these certain minutes, it screws with your like flow, screws with what you're going to do. Because imagine you play like what? He was playing 14 minutes when Darvin Ham really didn't know what the hell he was doing. And then he was forced when Vanderbilt got hurt to start, and it got a little better. But I don't know, bro. I understand why you have him there.
I want to fix something. I think the Lakers are better when he starts.
Yeah.
I think Rui, his role for the Lakers, I think you could have a lot of people do that as a starter.
Yeah.
I think he, as a basketball player, is better coming off the bench with the ball. But, yeah, the Lakers did look better when Rui is starting.
Yeah.
Agreed? Save the take?
Honestly, yes.
Who do you got there?
All right, at number 26, I got Taylor Hendricks here. That's why I had him
Jeez, that's
higher.
fucking high for that bum.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
I don't think he's that much of a bum, bro.
I think he's a bum, bro. I think he's a fucking bum. Respectfully, bro. Like, all right, these are the players, right?
Mm-hmm.
For Taylor Hendricks, this is a reach, but I'd much rather start Jordan Clarkson at the 3 and slide someone down to the 4. Filipowski could end up taking his job next year. Sensabaugh had a really good last year. He could take Taylor Hendricks' job. Walker Kessler on ESPN for some reason isn't listed as a starter. He could start at the center, and then you slide, I believe John Collins was the 5 to the 4.
Yeah.
Or Cody Williams, bro. He's right there. Like, why would you not start Cody Williams?
We haven't seen Cody Williams in action yet. Let's chill out.
He's better than that. I promise you he's better than bum-ass Taylor Hendricks.
I think Taylor Hendricks could be a good role player for them. To
Bro.
be rebounding and three-point shooting, I feel like he could be good for them to space the floor and let Sexton and Markkanen do whatever they do.
I'm calling him a bum, but watch him average like 19 on 50, 40, 90 next year.
That would be crazy, but I doubt that would happen. I could see him averaging next year, like if he's really starting 13, 6, and 1. I could see him doing 13, 6,
Dude, I
and
just don't think he's that good. But also, I think the Jazz aren't that good, so you might as well start dudes like Taylor
Exactly.
Hendricks or stuff like that. My 25, this one hurts, bro, because I really wanted this dude to prove the haters wrong. But this is the last year to get like a chance. Patrick Williams, bro.
Same spot.
Patrick Williams, please do something next year, Patrick Williams. Please. I'm begging you.
I like his game, man. I think that he's just on the wrong team.
Really? Because last year he had all the
he's on the wrong
in the world,
team,
bro. And last year it was all the talk about Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu. Patrick Williams was picked like over those guys. He was the fourth overall pick.
The Bulls are so freaking weird, bro.
What was the Patrick Williams draft? This might go down in history, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This might be in like 3 years the picture of like. You see the picture of, like, Curry going behind Johnny Flynn and shit like that. Like, Patrick Williams, let me find this draft.
What pick was he at?
Pick 4.
He was picked 4th by the Bulls?
Yes. And it was a pick.
What are you guys doing
bro,
over
this
there?
And the thing about this pick at 4 was no one expected him to go there. Like, it wasn't like this is where he's supposed to go. Like, they just missed.
This was a 2020 draft?
Yes, bro.
Oh, my God.
They had Tyrese Halliburton sit in there. It's crazy that Isaac Okoro was drafted this year. I feel like he's so much, like, not
They
older.
had Big O there.
Big O.
Obi Toppin.
Jalen Smith's a bum. Devin Vassell.
Oh, my gosh. Devin Vassell?
Yeah, it's a bad pick, bro. This was a bad pick. This was objective.
Yeah,
like,
Smith.
Okoro, stop me when – actually, no, never mind. I was going to say stop me when a player gets worse, but it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Isaac Okoro, you think is better than Patrick Williams?
Defense, yeah.
I'd say, yeah. Onyeka, better than Patrick Williams? Killian Hayes.
No.
No.
I don't think anybody wants Killian Hayes.
All right, 24. This is where I get really hot. I'm not
Okay, let's get it.
I think you're gonna disagree with me heavily here, but I have an argument. Okay.
What's up?
Jeremy Grant.
Okay.
You're not mad at it?
I low-key feel like I should have put Jeremy Grant lower.
Jeremy Grant, I feel like respect to him for like getting that bag. He is a role player in like number 1 ball handler privileges or number 1 opportunity privileges, bro. Like, how are you 6'7"? You can't even average 4 rebounds, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing out there? I think if Rui had Jeremy Grant's role, I think Rui would have better numbers than Jeremy Grant.
Rebounding and scoring wise, yeah.
I think 100%. Even assists, bro. He averaged 2.8.
That's why I was mad when everybody was saying we should trade like Rui.
They were saying trade everything for his ass, bro.
I was like, we're not doing that for a guy who averages 21, 4, and 3. We're not doing that.
On a shit team, bro. And like, again, for him, that's not what he is. He was much better like on the Nuggets, on the Thunder, as just like kind of a lob catcher defender. But on this team, bro, like 21 is cool, but I don't know. It's just I miss when he was catching lobs, bro. That Jeremy Grant I like a lot better.
I had him actually a little bit higher up, only because like recently he did say that he loves this situation over it with the Trailblazers, and if he
I love playing JV my junior year on that shitty ass team where I could do whatever the fuck I want. I love doing that shit. So I feel Jerami Grant.
That's why I'm like, maybe he'll have a better season than all these other guys. Technically, like he'll still be losing, but he's still gonna be putting up stats. But if he gets traded, I feel like he's still gonna be like him over these other guys. Because their roles kind of the guys I have him over.
You think he'd be like on the Lakers, bro?
Uh-huh.
I think he would average pretty similar numbers to Rui, if not worse numbers than Rui.
I feel like we'd force him to rebound though.
How?
I feel like we'd force him. Like,
I don't think that's his game. Like I think he might get like how Westbrook was saying Steven Adams is boxing out for him and then get those rebounds. Like, yeah, AD's going to box out and a rebound's going to fall in your lap. So maybe that number goes up a little bit. And I think he's more of a 4 than Rui. I think of Rui more as like, I lean towards 3, but it's close. Jerami Grant is a 4. But I don't know.
I'm mixed on Jerami Grant because I feel like he'd be a 3 or a 4.
I don't think he could be a 3, bro. He shot under average from the field as a power forward. I don't think that really cuts it if you're a 3. So, who's your 24?
At 24, this is actually where I had Jeremy Sohan.
Okay.
Is it Sohan or Sochan?
Sohan.
Sohan. All right, my bad, y'all. I only have him here because, once again, Chris Paul's there. He's not going to be playing the 1 to start the year. And he looks way better when he's playing the 4. Like, he does. Very weird player, but he looks better playing the 4.
He definitely, like, the 1 thing was fun, but he definitely shouldn't have been doing that.
I was so shook when I read that news. That's the only reason why I was trying to pick him up in fantasy, because I was like, bro, that bro going to be doing everything. And then when I saw him playing, I was like, put him back at the 4. Put him back at the 4. Over. Cut it out, Greg.
Cut it out, Greg. At number 23, this is where I had Tobias Harris. Another dude that, like, low-key I had him higher, but I just, like, I had him higher because I like him. But then I was like, bro, they want to know who the top 30 power forwards are. Not my favorite top 30. I think the Detroit will work out a little better for Toby. In L.A., when he was a Clipper, he was more of that mellow type of role where he was scoring off the dribble. He couldn't really do that in Philly, and maybe you can't have Cade dribble the ball every play, bro.
That's true.
That is unhealthy for Cade Cunningham. Tobias Harris definitely should get some ball handler privileges on this team. Yeah, so that's just kind of how I feel.
No, I get you. I had him a little bit higher, to be honest, because I do feel like he can go back to his L.A. Flippers. The Flippers. I feel like he can go back to his role the way he was playing for the Flippers. I feel like he could turn back into that dude who was scoring, like creating, doing a little bit of everything. And I feel like that was his best season.
That Clippers team was so fun.
Bro, that man, Tobias Harris, was different on that team.
And Gallo.
Oh, yeah, Gallinari, bro, when he was shooting them threes crazy. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, for Paul George.
Prime Gallo. Yeah, we got OKC Gallo, who was actually an underrated Thunder player. Should have put him on that list.
Oh, that little list that we had up there?
I should have done that.
Coming soon.
Who's your 23?
At 23, this is going to shock people, but I do feel like he's got to be here. I think it's going to be P.J. Washington, only because Klay Thompson.
Dude, I want to argue with you more, but I can't.
I wanted to put him higher because I love P.J. Washington, but he averaged 13, 6, and 2 with 1 stock just by doing what he's doing. And he got the ball way more than he did with the Charlotte Hornets, way more. Now, with Klay Thompson being there, you know the plays. Like, when Kyrie or Luka get into trouble, like, the guy in the finals was P.J. Washington because P.J. Washington was doing good. But now that you got Klay Thompson there, that takes away his touches. I feel like defensively and rebounding-wise, he may be a little better, but his scoring, I feel like, is going to go down.
I think maybe numbers-wise, his scoring will go down, but I think efficiency-wise, his numbers will go up next year because he's going to get more open looks because, like, when Klay's running off a screen, you're much more looking at Klay Thompson rather than, like, P.J. Washington just sitting in the corner. So I think maybe like, points, rebounds, assist-wise, his numbers do go down, but I think he'll have a better season next year because he actually shot the lowest percentage of his career with the Mavericks last year, which was surprising for me because it kind of felt like he was knocked down.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I thought he was doing good, and then when I saw his numbers, I was like, oof.
But you got to look at them playoff numbers. That was a little different.
Yeah.
My number 22, this one hurts. Bro, there's a lot of young dudes who I kind of feel like it's their last chance next year. And the idea of this dude is like a dude that every team would want. It's just, you look at the numbers, You look at like what he's done over his career, and Jabari Smith Jr. I'm sorry,
Oh, damn.
bro. I'm sorry. Like I want him to be good so bad, but I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I think like every year like someone kind of jumps him. Like Amen Thompson jumped him. I think if I'm the Rockets, are you prioritizing Amen Thompson or are you prioritizing Jabari Smith?
Oh. I mean, to me, I already had a couple takes with the Houston Rockets. I said that they need to build around Jabari Smith Jr. and what's his name, the center? Alperen Şengün, just because it's hard to get bigs like that. And I feel like it's a good combination, so I'd go with Jabari Smith Jr. I like Amen Thompson, but I go with Jabari Smith Jr.
I just think in his rookie year, Amen kind of proved more than what. Like last year, bro, Amen Thompson only made 4 shots a game. But out of 7. Like,
okay.
They're not giving him the opportunities that they give Jabari Smith. Imagine he shot 53% from the field. Imagine if Jabari Smith's touches were going to him a little more. I think like if I'm them, I'm building around Şengün and Amen. But even that, like you're taking Şengün or Jabari? Probably Şengün, right?
I don't even know what they're gonna do because now they're even saying they don't even want to continue their future with Şengün. But in that case,
what would you do?
I gotta go with Şengün.
And
that's baby Jokic.
Şengün shouldn't have been in this situation to be the top guy. You know, like that should have been Jabari, and that's just a little frustrating for me because I want him to be.
Yeah.
I want him to be that guy, bro. But I just like I would prioritize Amen. I would prioritize Şengün over him, and yeah.
Hey, if y'all want to get revenge on the Rockets, come to the Lakers. We got a spot for y'all. I'm just saying.
Get a revenge on the Rockets, come to the Thunder, bro. Because there's like low key.
They already stacked you good.
There's low key beef. I feel like Rockets might be our biggest haters. Rockets in Portland, but Portland's ass, so they don't got conversations with us. Who's your 22?
At 22, this is actually where I have Rui Hachimura. Only because this is my obviously expectation, but I do
Laker
feel like
bias?
he's gonna. Well, not just that. I just feel like. No, there's no Laker bias. I'm just being for real. I feel like he should be the starter next year. And if he's starting out next year and has a consistent role, just like I know that J.J. Redick is going to have a consistent lineup, he will play better just because he will know that he is the starter and he has his chances right there. With Darvin Ham, he didn't know what the hell he was doing, like I said earlier. But with this, if he gets consistency and knows his role, I feel like he's going to be better than the guys
I got a
below.
question for you.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think the Lakers are going to start? Or who do you think J.J. Redick likes more? Because for me, J.J. Redick seems like a really analytical guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that prioritizes Vando.
I don't think so. Because also he was saying in his conferences that he was prioritizing shooting more and movement. And I know that with Vando, there's defense, there's playmaking, rebounding, and everything. And it looks like he has a little balance there. But Rui is one of the most efficient guys on this team. He had a 61 in efficiency, and he was 54, 42, and 74. The 74 doesn't seem too good, but I mean, hey, he's a 4 doing this. And 42% from the three-point line?
That's really good.
Come on, bro.
That's
I'm just saying, if I'm J.J. Redick, I'm starting D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD.
If I'm J.J. Redick, bro, I think I would definitely trade for a center. Like, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that should be if they could get Valanciunas, because I think Valanciunas' one hole in the NBA right now is like his defense. If he could just be there as like an offensive big and a rebounder,
Yeah.
I think that would be really nice for them. Because I don't think, you might hate me for this team is like a real playoff threat without a center.
Yeah. If we don't get a center, we are screwed.
They're fucked. You match up against a Jokic, you match up against a Embiid in the finals or something like that. Like I don't take even the Mavericks, bro, with PJ Washington and Gafford. Like that is gonna be a problem for because Anthony Davis,
come on,
amazing defender,
preach it.
Can't guard everybody.
Preach it.
Can't guard everybody.
Go in.
Honestly, as far as like it goes, like I know we're talking about Vando, he's kind of an offensive, not 0, but damn near close to a 0.
Preach.
So you can't have him out there all the time either because the fucking Mavericks are going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because you could have Gafford or PJ sitting in the paint.
Which is why I've been saying for the longest time, I love this team. I love the way it looks. But without a damn actual center, we are not doing a thing.
I want to go a little farther. And maybe this is where you disagree with me.
Okay, what's up?
Other than Anthony Davis, if the Lakers starters go, as you said, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron, and Rui, they don't have an above-average defender. Above average.
I'd say technically Well, actually, no.
I'd probably say a lot of those guys are average to below average.
I was gonna say they were average. Like Austin Reeves and D'Lo actually were above the defensive rating of at the average defensive rating for players at the guard position. They had like a 112 or something like that.
The defensive rating for me is kind of flawed though, because that's more it's more of a team stat.
But I will say that's technically average. Just saying.
I think it's more of a team because you got AD behind you, so you're gonna look good. But I think as players, like you put them on a bad defensive team, and they're not gonna like amplify your defense, you know. And I kind of look at that more with the above average defender.
Yeah.
Did you say you're 22 already?
Yeah, Rui. Did you say 21?
My 21, last one for the video, mine and yours. This is where I had Alex Sarr. And I think it's more just like what you said where we don't really know. That's kind of it. I wanted to put him over definitely over the next dude who we're going to talk about in the next video. But I wanted to put him a little bit higher. I couldn't do it. There's actually a lot of good power forwards. A lot of good, not a lot of great power forwards in the NBA right now. Mm-hmm. Actually, I lied. Sorry.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. A little higher than I expected. I expected you to put him at 15. But
yeah, I think I had him there originally. But just like doing the research a little more, it's kind of like I can't put him over some of these other dudes, bro. Mm-hmm. Sadly. But who is your 21?
At 21, this is where I had Jabari Smith Jr. I have a little bit more of an expectation for him next season.
You got him one spot higher than me.
Just one spot. Just one spot.
Yeah, so that's our 21.
I thought he was higher.
That's our 21 through 30. Let us know what you think down below. Let me know what you guys think about the new beard. What do you think about it?
Hey, it's tough.
A little short.
I like that.
I feel like I look more like a white dude. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, ah!
Oh, my Lord.
But, yeah, let us know what you guys think down below. Phil, let them know what they need to do.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Playbook Sports HQ on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. And hit that bell as well with some live streams coming to y'all soon. But until then, we're going to say peace out, stay safe, drink a lot of water, and peace.
And run the play.
Run the play.